Right now, there are people who want to work on climate change who are getting sucked into pure AI jobs instead. I know this anecdotally because people that I know who I've worked with in the climate space cannot find a climate job, but instead are going to AI companies because that's where the jobs are right now. I'm not so naive to believe that there is no place for LLMs to help us solve really important problems in the climate space, but this sort of unfettered proliferation, no holds bar way to let AI just grow is very concerning to me as a person who has focused on climate work for most of my career. And as somebody who has helped many people find a career in climate careers were becoming a bigger and bigger thing over the past 5 years. And that is dramatically shifting because now VCs are shifting their money to AI companies. And most of those have nothing to do with climate. Everyone needs a job, so I don't blame individuals for, trying their best to find a climate job and having to go to an AI company. I'm talking about on a macro scale, this is something that's very alarming and I want to bring it to your attention. I also, of course, have data to back this up. According to PitchBook, climate tech startups raised $24 billion in 2024, but that's well off of the peak of $41 billion in 2021. A managing director at Prelude Ventures, Matt Eggers, said AI has sucked all the oxygen out of the room, and they also invest in climate startups. He said it's not like anything we've seen since perhaps mobile in 2010. Now, you may think, okay, some of those climate startups can also use AI, but that only accounts for like 14% of clean tech investment. Now, one of the reasons this is happening is that software just has a more certain and faster life cycle and return on investment. And so, when you're betting on a new science or technology that needs to be building over many years, that return is going to be a little bit more risky. And so right now, this environment is making it harder for VCs to feel like they want to invest in climate. And to be sure, there have been large deals that have happened in the climate space. All is not lost. There is still money in that space. And I highly encourage you, if you could find a climate job, go and do it. All these things are compounded, of course, with the federal government prioritizing AI and at the same time reversing progress we have made towards that clean tech future. This is just one reason why I am concerned as a climate person. All of us individually are sort of sleepwalking into something that could be very dangerous and can possibly knock off course the progress we've made on climate change so far. Just so you know, a year ago, we were reaching huge job growth, more job growth in the clean tech sector than the economy overall. But I feel like the writing is sort of on the wall when you follow the money. It doesn't surprise me because there's so much chaos happening in the climate space because of the ridiculous gutting of so many Biden era incentives and policies that were going to make the clean energy economy grow. This is a whole different video and we're going to get into this later. We're also going to see competition for resources between AI and climate. Things like land, but also critical minerals. And this fight for people resources is sort of just a preview of that.